So what is the Welsh 3000s? I covered a lot more about this in my last video, which was of my 2 failed solo attempts. So I won't go into loads of detail, but just in case you don't know, basically you're going to climb, usually in 24 hours, some people do it across 3 days, every mountain in Wales, or walk up every mountain in Wales that has a elevation of 3,000 feet or more. They're all within these 3 mountain ranges here. You've got the Snowdon Range, the Glyderau, the Canadau, they're all in there. And there's 15. And you can either do it south to north, starting from Snowdon, which is the original route. You can do it south to north, starting on Crib Goch, which is the route we did, or you can do it north to south, starting on Welsh, making your way to Snowdon. You could, apparently there's a circular version as well, but I honestly don't know exactly how that one works. So we started here in Pen y Pass, up Crib Goch, dogleg out to Snowdon Summit, and then down this really dodgy, horrible ridge somewhere along here to Nant Peris, up here to Ylidir Fawr, onto the Gliders, Igan, Glyder Fawr, Glyder Fach, Mes Trevan Gon Trevan, down to this valley here, up onto the Canadau, Penrhyn Owen, Canydd Dafydd, Canydd Llywelyn, Royal Grach, Canydd Gwenllian or Canydd Uchaf, depending on who you ask, and Welsh is the finish point. Obviously you can see Welsh is still quite far from civilization, so we still had another 2-3 hours walk in the end down from there. We went down the Roman road to this tiny car park, if you can even call it that, above Aber Falls. And the minivan picked us up there, but you could also backtrack back to Bethesda, or you could go down the other end of the Roman road to Rowan there. So there's a few different ways you can do it. This time round, obviously, I paid a guide and did it with a company. I'll try and dig the name out of what they were called, just because what my main problem was, my other ones, is that carrying all the food and water you need for that kind of length is quite hard on your own without a support vehicle, which is somebody who stops at each valley to kind of let you drop off kit, etc., pick up water, pick up food. So without further ado, here's some of the footage I got. I don't know if you can see me. So I signed up to do a guided Welsh 3000s this time. What's flashing? Oh, it's the camera. Just waiting for everybody else to arrive. I got here a bit earlier than I needed to, really, but I was a bit worried about... Oh God, I don't see me at all now. A bit worried about the if there's any road closures, with it being like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just sat in a car park waiting. I've seen a couple of other people on the challenge pottering around. I was a bit worried I got the wrong car park, just checking the time, but I don't see what other car park it could be, really, based on the instructions they gave. So yeah, this time I don't have to navigate. I don't have to carry all my gear. I can leave it in the car and pick it up. So this should go a lot better. Let's see. So once we got on the car Nether and it started to go dark, what had been a beautiful day, the weather really turned, really strong wind, poor visibility, it threw it down, and my camera died, and I thought I'd actually broken it for good. So I didn't get any footage after that last point of being in that shelter. I think that's on Penarilla Wen, or no, Penarilla Wen doesn't have a shelter. Davith, it might be. Turns out the camera's fine. It just needed drying and charging. So that's a picture of us on the final summit of Volvraz, just to prove I did make it. We all did make it. Managed to get that final summit at 2 a.m, which meant the summit to summit, which is what your time counts on, was 20 hours. I'm happy with that. But yeah, if you want to do the Welsh 3000s, I'd definitely recommend doing it with a guide, or if you really want to do it without a professional guide, with a support vehicle, someone or a few people who are willing to meet you in each valley and let you pick up kit, drop off kit, have some fresh food and water, etc. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.